Hi, Mike Ritchie with the Ritchie Law Firm. Let's talk about workers' comp. Okay, workers' compensation. What we're talking about is an injury on the job. Okay, and really the general rule about, hey, I got injured. Is this from work? Okay, is what we're looking for. Is this sort of injury that came from an accident? Okay, that arises out of your employment and is in the course of your employment. Okay, that's the legal rule. And what that means is, hey, it normally has to be something sudden. Okay, there are occupational diseases that can occur, but for most injuries, it has to be something sudden, not repetitive motion, but a known event like, at this point, I wasn't hurt and now I am. Okay, and it's got to be an injury, right? Some change has to occur medically, a diagnosable change. Okay, it has to occur in the course of your employment, which is you have to more or less be on the job. Okay, there's a little bit of room coming and going from work, and when you may have clocked out, depending on sort of who's really in control there. But largely what we're talking about is, hey, were you working? Were you under the control of your employer during the period of time? And does it arise out of the employment? And that one honestly is the hard one, because that's really about, did whatever caused that injury, was it caused by some risk of employment? So for example, if you're walking down the hallway and you trip over your own feet, okay, that's not workers' comp, even if you're on the job, all right? Because tripping over your own feet, that has nothing to do with work. Now, if you're walking down through your job site and you trip over a laid down power line or some kind of piece of paper or anything that was caused by the job, then that would be workers' comp, because the danger came out of workers' comp. Okay? If you are entitled to workers' comp, you're really entitled to two main benefits. Okay? One is the wage benefit. You can get up to 500 weeks of wages, up to 2/3 of your average weekly wage, which would be defined as basically what was your average wage for the year before you got hurt at the job that you were working. The other thing, you can get what we call an award for lifetime medical benefits. Okay, what that means is that if you can prove that whatever treatment that you need is related to that work injury, then the Workers' Compensation Commission can order that insurance carrier or that employer to pay for it. Okay, that's what your right to medical benefits. It's not like you got insurance that you just get to go to the doctor whenever you feel like it and they pay for it. No, you have to prove it. You got the right to prove it, not necessarily get it. And that's why coming to the Ritchie Law Firm is a good idea. All of these things are rights, okay? But rights aren't guarantees. Just because you can get paid doesn't mean you're going to get paid. Just because you believe you should go to the doctor for your back injury or whatever injury you have at work doesn't mean they're going to pay for it. Okay? The insurance companies spend a lot of time and a lot of energy, and they pay a lot of money to try to prevent workers from making the full recovery on their claims. Come to the Ritchie Law Firm. That's what we do. We make sure that you get all the benefits you're entitled to.